The good a person does is never wasted. Kindness is never futile. Sacrifice for others is never pointless. Generosity is not unrequited. Mercy is not meaningless. Love is never in vain. God saves it up. Saves it all up, stores it up, and when this life is over, gives it back to the souls who are now saints. Today we celebrate all those saints whose goodness was not famous, but is always remembered by God. They're anonymous to most people, although we may know some of their names. We may remember those whose kindness, whose love, whose beauty and strength made a difference in our lives. Their goodness has marked our soul, bringing us closer to the love God made us to enjoy. Some of those whose sacrifice and generosity have made our life possible are unknown to us. We will know them only in heaven. Sisters and brothers, our lives have been filled with first responders who have, whether we know it or not, have kept us going, have made us possible. They may or may not have known our names when they spent their goodness on us, but they spent it all the same. They may not have been continually good. Pope Francis reminds us that even saints are not saints all the time. But they have their moments. Thank God, their moments blessed us. Saints bless even amidst the pandemic that's making millions of New Yorkers hungry. Read an article in the Times about a woman in Brooklyn, and an immigrant mother from Belarus who can only feed her 2 young children with donations from the food pantry. Hours of her standing in line is rewarded. She got boxes of salmon, potatoes, beets, other vegetables, even fruit. So much that the load nearly reached the top of her cart. As she began to walk home, an older woman crouched in a doorway near the pantry asked her in Russian, "Can you give me 1 box of food?" The young mother left with her cart only half full. Having been anonymously blessed with food, she blessed an old woman she did not know with the food she received. Saints are like that. The book of Revelation describes them. Who are these thousands? They are those who have endured the great trial, who have washed their robes in the blood of the Lamb. Well, the garments they've washed are their lives. The blood they have washed them in is the sacrificial love of Jesus Christ. In the journey that is their lives, they have immersed themselves in sacrificial love that pours itself out for their families, their friends, their lovers, for those known and unknown to them who suffer, who are poor, who cannot defend or protect themselves. They spent their time and their effort for the cause of knowledge and truth, for justice. Life gave these saints trials during which they had to make choices. And these unknown saints chose to walk in the way of love. The saints form a procession of love. And sisters and brothers, we follow right behind in their footsteps. We walk in the footsteps of the saints, the great saints everybody knows, and all those unnamed saints whose love is not less because it is anonymous. And from their place in heaven, these saints bless us still. They bless us with their prayers, so we, in turn, might be blessings for others. Our lives, a blessing for those we know. Our lives, a blessing for those who will never know us. Because that's what saints do. Whether history knows or remembers us, God remembers. God remembers the good we do as we join in the procession of all the saints. Amen.